Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruined they plans.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. This one fielded at the 5. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Watch the run.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Good job right there. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Friday.
Now it's Wilson. And caught by Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line 90. 57. Run left. Here I come.
Now Spiller. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, alert. Go. Let's go double count right here, double count. Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Got it. All go special. Big Ed.
From the 39, Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Heavy, what you got, Heavy? Give me some.
This is Spiller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff now looking to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, Taylor. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the play.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Five. I got it. You up. 53, Mike. Watch the run.
Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Pop. Hey, check Mike 57. Harbaugh. Hey, Echo.
Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And what would the dive look that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ben Gideon in on the stop. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on second down. Wilson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run with Spiller. Oh, fighting off the defender. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Go. Check safety.
From the 17, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point safely through, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, complete. Smith has it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Cut. 4 now. Let's go. Hey, we got Zoo. Mike 53. I don't think you got it, son. Check.
Goff now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Able to find Harris, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Check nickel. Jim. 14, funny. Tight go. Kill.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Here's Spiller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Goff. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
All day, every day, any day. Hold on. Check. Hey, fine.
On 1st down, Taylor. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the ground with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
180. Louis. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Hey, over. 53 is mine. 53. Check 53.
3rd and 2. Gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hey, Haywood. Mark 49. You're not ready.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Super 66. Hey, Delta. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Gone. He gets it complete to Harris. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Goff. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Go tonight. 20. Don't get nervous. He's checking. 17. 5.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
March 49. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Switch. Hey, check 24. Check your hot read. We go. 76. We're good.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
14.
Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before. Because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
76. 14.
Here's Taylor. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, exit. 49 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
He goes to the line. 20. Number 53. Mike 53. Going out. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the round.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Slam. DC. Hey, Foxtrot. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. 2 up. 2 for 1. What's that?
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Again, they run into Spiller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Look, team. All day, baby, all day. Shoot. Got it. One left. Hey, easy.
To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36 power.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after here coming up. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check out route. 2 for 1. Hey, my 7.
They run with Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Bravo. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I got it. March 49. March 49. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, 76. 76. 76. 49. 49 to Mike. 5. Rip right. We go.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You can't stop me. Muscle, muscle, pop, 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 pop. Mike's 49. Listen. Hey, let go. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Coming. What's up?
3rd and long. It's gone. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. SOS.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Out to his left. He completes it to Henry. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Again on the ground. Again it's Spiller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second.